हार्वर्ड एक ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटी है जहां अगर मौका मिले तो दुनिया का हर बच्चा पढ़ना चाहेगा, है कि नहीं। वहां का एक ट्रेडिशन है कि जब कोई स्टूडेंट ग्रेजुएट होता है तो एक इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज होता है जिसमें हर साल एक प्रोमिनेंट स्पीकर को बुलाया जाता है जो अपनी ज़िंदगी से जुड़े कुछ किस्से और लर्निंग्स शेयर करते हैं। And these speeches are really popular and a great source to learn public speaking. क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो भी आता है ना, दैट स्पीकर अपनी फील्ड के मास्टर होते हैं, टॉप पोजीशंस पे होते हैं, और क्योंकि उस इवेंट में 1000 से ज़्यादा लोग होते हैं तो स्पीकर्स भी खुद अच्छे से तैयारी करके आते हैं। तो इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे 3 ऐसी स्पीचेस की जो आपको ज़रूर सुननी चाहिए। साथ में हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि ऐसे पब्लिक स्पीकिंग हैक्स जो उन स्पीचेस को बहुत यादगार बनाते हैं। एंड नॉट ओनली दिस, we'll be analyzing a speech given by an undergrad student. Sounds good? Let's get started. सबसे पहला रिकमेंडेशन है जेके राउलिंग का। नाम तो सुना होगा। वो हैरी पॉटर सीरीज की राइटर है। If you are a Harry Potter fan, drop a red heart in the comment section. See, जेके राउलिंग दुनिया की सबसे अमीर राइटर्स में से एक है, और कहानी ये है कि एक ऐसा टाइम था जब वो अपनी लाइफ में सब कुछ खो चुकी थी। उस समय उन्होंने समझा कि ज़िंदगी में फेलियर्स के फ़ायदे क्या हैं, क्या सीख सकते हैं। Sounds interesting? Yes, have a look.
You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Failure gave me an inner security that I had never attained by passing examinations. Failure taught me things about myself that I could have learned no other way.
If you feel that you are constantly failing at something and losing hope, honestly, this speech will change your perspective towards failures. The beautiful detailing of incidents makes us visualize the entire speech. Rowling's speech was authentic and vulnerable as she shared personal stories and struggles that made her message more relatable and powerful. Similarly, जब आप बोलना चाहें तो authentic, जितना vulnerable होंगे, जितना अच्छे से कनेक्ट करेंगे ऑडियंस के साथ, जितना उनको आप विजुलाइज करा सकेंगे जो आपने खुद महसूस किया था, the audience will love you and will remember your speech. The second recommendation is ओपरा विनफ्रेज स्पीच। ओपरा एक बहुत पॉपुलर टीवी पर्सनालिटी है। ये स्पीच इसलिए इतनी खूबसूरत है क्योंकि इसमें वो बात करती हैं अपनी लाइफ के उस इंसिडेंट के बारे में जब वो अपने प्रोफेशनल लाइफ के सबसे वर्स्ट फेज में थी। She recalls the story when she stepped out of comfort zone and started something fresh. How she failed at it, but at the end she nailed it. She nailed it. Have a look.
You will at some point fall. And when you do, I want you to know this. Remember this. There is no such thing as failure.
Just देखा आपने, it's a collection of short anecdotes from her life. And the beauty of her speech is that she integrated it beautifully. All different topics brought together. She talks about failures. She talks about empathy. She talks about finding light in darkness without breaking continuity. Maintaining continuity is hard. A single interruption can break the viewer's attention. It is difficult to get it back. I suggest you to watch it multiple times to understand her speech nuances. You will certainly gain a new perspective from it. और अगर आपको याद हो, हमने अपने एक वीडियो में बात की थी कि कैसे उन्होंने वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन को यूज़ किया है अपनी स्पीच को एंगेजिंग बनाने के लिए। आप वो वीडियो भी जाकर देख सकते हो। ओपरा टेलीविज़न में करीब 19 साल की उम्र से काम कर रही हैं। उनकी सक्सेस में कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स का बहुत बड़ा रोल है। और मेरी तीसरी फेवरेट स्पीच है मार्क जुकरबर्ग की, और इसकी सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात यह है कि मार्क वो स्पीकर थे जिन्होंने हार्वर्ड से ड्रॉप आउट किया था एंड ही चोज फेसबुक। Have a look.
I am honored to be here with you today because, let's face it, you accomplished something I never could. If I get through this speech today, it'll be the first time I actually finish something here at Harvard.
In this speech, he shared one of the most significant lessons of life and the importance of finding a a purpose bigger than life. Have a look.
Let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
Rather than talking about it, I suggest you watch it and you will learn a lot. It is important to learn about the world outside our books and understand the reality. If you have any speech recommendations for me, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to review it. And now I'm going to analyze a speech delivered by one of the Harvard students. I found the speech quite interesting and the way it was delivered. It is given by Sarah. Her speech titled The Harvard Spring. And the way her speech is written is beautiful. The most impressive thing about her speech is that her words, her body language, and her expressions, everything is in sync. Her energy is high and maintained. Let's look at the introduction. Have a look.
When I was around 7, my toothless brother and I, on long, boring taxi rides in Syria, would indulge in imperialistic fantasies of how we wanted to take over the country outside our windows.
There are 3 great points about this introduction. The first is starting a speech with an anecdote, which is always a great idea. I personally like it. Even when I gave my first Josh talk, I started my speech with an anecdote from my childhood. Have a look. आपने सुना होगा कि पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, पर मेरे पापा को नहीं पता था कि उनका बेटा तो अपना नाम भी नहीं बोल पाएगा. Second is using the cone contact method to build a connection with the audience. Now, what is cone contact? It is a term that I discovered. जैसे cone होता है, तो सोचिए आप इस center point पर खड़े हो और आप left to right देख रहे हो towards the audience. इस तरीके से you connect with everyone, and she maintained a great eye contact on the right, in the center, and also on the left. That's a great sign of confidence. Her confidence helped to establish credibility and authority, making her message more convincing. Have a look.
A trivial detail, these cluttered boards that often slip notice. But where some saw papers, I saw passions, purpose, creativity. I saw a heartbeat of civic community's vivacity.
Here I would like to share one trick with you. Whenever you give your speech and you don't feel confident about it, try to look at every corner of the room, and when you will move, you can actually take a pause and deliver a speech. This will help you in collecting your thoughts. The duration of the pause should be only 2 to 3 seconds, not more than that. Something like this. I too had the power to shape history and not just be passively shaped by it. That sense of infinite possibility we have as children to think big and conquer great things was returned to me here, a less despotic version of it. Next point that I like about her speech is her body language. The way she visualizes her words to the people when she says how we wanted to take over the country outside our windows. She did this multiple times in her speech, which makes it engaging. Have a look at this.
Harvard would make me feel I too could be him. I too had the power to shape history and not just be passively shaped by it. That sense of infinite possibility we have as children to think big and conquer great things was returned to me here.
The way she uses her hand to amplify the message is great. Use of functional gestures. Last point, and it is quite important while writing your speech, is using metaphors. She describes Harvard's experience beautifully. Have a look at this.
And running through Harvard Yard over the past 4 years, the skin of our feet collecting a world of experiences. We each become this place in a strange way. Each of us picking up bits of people and history and ideas that changed the way we saw the world. Accumulations I hope we will continue to wear on our souls and leave a footprint of all the best we took from Harvard Yard on our new destinations.
She uses a metaphor of feet and the soles of shoes to represent the accumulation of experiences and knowledge that students gain during their time at Harvard. जब भी अपनी स्पीच प्रिपेयर करते हैं, यूजिंग मेटाफर्स कैन बी ग्रेट. किसी भी कॉम्प्लेक्स आइडिया को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए, इमोशंस लाने के लिए और अपनी स्पीच को मेमोरेबल बनाने के लिए मेटाफर्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. दिस वॉज द ब्रीफ एनालिसिस ऑफ हर स्पीच. इस स्पीच को देखने के बाद आप वो स्पीच ज़रूर सुनिएगा, आपको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. आई शेयर ऑल द लिंक्स विद यू इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स बिलो. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our videos, but I am a bit disappointed with you. Yeah. You're not subscribing to the channel and not sharing this video with your friends. Please do that. Do it right away in your WhatsApp groups. Till then, stay awesome, stay productive.